So it took 32 years, but I figured out what my autistic superpower is. I am shockingly good at arcade games. So the family and I went to this arcade place called Andretti's. And at this arcade, they had a game called Safe Crackers. It's a little hard to explain, but basically there's like a piston and then there's like a wheel and then you got to release the piston in order to make it perfectly into a slot and then you get a big old prize. It's kind of like that key game. You got to like push the button and it got to fit just perfectly. And this arcade game has like 6 different chambers with like 6 big prizes, right? My wife noticed that they had this Little Mermaid miniature backpack that was in the game and she's like, oh my God, I want that. So I say, cool, all right, let me try. And I swipe my card. I'm holding the button, I release it, and oh my God, I was like this close to winning. So I swipe my card again. The wheel comes around, I release it, fucking nailed it. And there was like 2 people behind me who were like, whoa, that's not easy to do. And so I kind of did a little bit of research on this backpack and found out it's worth $90. I noticed there's only one more item left in this machine, so I said, screw it, and I swiped my card 3 times so I get 3 turns. Held down the button, released, missed. Second attempt, held down the button, released, fucking nailed it. Looked up this backpack, $80. I called an employee over and told them that, hey, the backpack got stuck. And they're like, oh, okay, no problem. They opened up the machine, took out the backpack. They're like, okay, if you guys just give us like 10, 15 minutes, we're going to refill this machine. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know you guys like refilled it. I thought once the prizes were gone, they were gone and that's it. No, they refill it. We circled back after 15 minutes and yeah, they filled up that machine. I looked at my wife looked at me and she's like, do it. Okay, let's press our luck here. And yes, they credited me back the game that I didn't get to play because I already swiped my card, so they gave me 1 free play, basically. Held down the button, released, nailed it. This prize was the top prize I've won so far at $100. I had 3 or 4 people behind me just staring at me, watching me, being like, oh my God. So I said, fuck it, and I swiped my card several more times. Missing. I can't get it back. I am down to 2 more attempts. Held the button down, released, got it. I got an iPad. I whipped around to look at my wife and I was like, baby, yeah! She looks right back at me and she says, clear it out. Clear out the game. Okay, swipe my card many times. I had 6 attempts in this game. Nailed it for another $60 backpack. Nailed it for another $80 backpack. Nailed it for a $200 pair of headphones. Now there was only 1 more prize in this machine and I actually only had 1 attempt left. And no matter what, this was going to be my last attempt because the last prize in that machine was a PS5 controller and I'm like, dude, I don't own a PS5. I have no use for it. I don't care. Whatever. It is what it is. Held down the button, released, nailed it. After all my research and everything, I found out that I spent about $80 for $1,033 worth of prizes. And to cap it all off, they shut down that game for the rest of the night. Well, there you go. My autistic superpower is arcade games.